If you really want to take control of your life and make lasting changes through manifesting, then you have to take the active steps to do this. Obviously, you can't just think about it and it appears. I mean, it would be really nice if manifesting worked that way, but it just doesn't. The universe will meet you where you are and give you more of what you're focusing on. So, if you're putting your focus on the things that you don't want and hoping for change, then don't be surprised when you keep getting more of what you don't want over and over and over. For example, if you don't feel like you have enough money and you keep focusing on not having enough money, then you're only going to get more of not having enough money. It's like Abraham Hicks says, you have to beat the drum of the things that you do want and take all of your focus off of the things that you don't want. If you don't know me, I'm Amy Moss, and welcome to my channel, The Real Life, where I talk about all the things that will help you feel radiant, energized, aligned, and liberated. I'm a certified holistic life coach and a certified holistic esthetician, and I have truly lived a holistic lifestyle for 25 plus years. So now I'm sharing all the things with you. If my content resonates, then I would be truly grateful and love it if you would subscribe to my channel so that we can build a tribe for holistic living. The truth is, all of our suffering comes from our thoughts. And you have to take control of your thoughts, or they will take control of you and just keep causing you more suffering. In the book, Don't Believe Everything You Think, Joseph Wynn talks about the difference in thoughts and thinking. Thoughts are something that we receive. Thinking is what we generate around the thoughts. So knowing this was a really, really big shift for me because I'm a Gemini and I spend a lot of time in my head thinking about my thoughts. It's the thinking around the thoughts that is the cause of all of our psychological suffering, he says. And it's true. Thoughts are something that we have. Thinking is something that we do and also something that we can control. Lao Tzu said, stop thinking and end your problems. Thoughts are something that we receive from the universe. They are inspiration or intuition that comes to us from beyond. Thoughts are positive and they feel like guidance from the universe. They feel good. They feel like we're being guided towards something. We get a thought and we feel like we're motivated, or we just get a little download, like a little blip of something. That's something that we receive. Thinking can sometimes just torture us because we start to think and we generate all this monkey mind thinking and swirl around the thought that we just got. So if we can get the thought and then we can stop the thinking, all of the negative thinking that swirls around the thoughts, that's how we can end our suffering. And in the book, he says, we may think that the thinking is helping us, because I think that we do think that, but all it's doing is causing us to feel these negative, unwanted emotions and making us create reasons why we can't do it or why we shouldn't want it. The only useful and helpful thing is the initial thought that pops into your mind. All the thinking that we generate and happens after is destructive and unhelpful, he says. He also says thoughts create, thinking destroys. And I think that's such a great way to think about it. Our thoughts are creative and inspirational. The thinking that swirls around all of those thoughts definitely are destroying our peace, destroying our joy. So when we are thinking about all the things that are not working for us, we are just beating the drum over and over and simply creating more of what's not working for us. And according to the law of attraction, we get what we focus on. So we have to make the shift to focusing all the things that we do want and just stop giving energy to all the things that we don't. Trust me, I know that sometimes it can be really, really hard to take full responsibility of all the things that are happening in our lives. But the truth is, we manifested it, we attracted it. And once you really see how that works, you can start a new practice of only putting your energy and your time into all the things that you want more of. You have to stop the momentum in the direction of the suffering and start putting energy towards all of those things that bring you joy, whether that be hanging out with friends, whether that be spending time alone, whether that be finding new ways to make money, to get out of your job, you want to build your own business, whatever it is, you just start taking those small steps and you think about where you want to go and all of the ways that you can get there. And then the universe starts to rise up to meet you, and you just keep beating that drum and focusing on those things. I mean, that's the purpose of life, right? We want to do the things that bring us joy. We want to be here in this physical form, and we want to be as happy as we can be. So, wouldn't it make sense just to do the things that bring you joy and not put your focus on any of the things that don't? I mean, that just makes total sense. But I just think we get caught up in the negative thinking and worrying, having fear, worrying about what can happen and what if this happens, what if that happens, But they say that 90% of the things that we worry about never come to fruition. So just start putting all your focus on the things that you want out of this life. Imagine yourself being that person, living that life that you want over and over every day. And then conjure up the feelings of how that feels to live that kind of lifestyle. And I promise you, you will start seeing things from the universe lining up to meet you there. Here are some things that you can do to take control of your life and stop your suffering. These are some things that have really helped me in my life, and I just really want to share these few things with you. Number one is stop thinking like a victim. A victim mentality will get you nowhere. I mean, you may be able to get a little bit of sympathy when you are acting like a victim, but if you take on the role of being a victim, at some point, you're going to have to pull the plug on that and release all those victimy thoughts and start realizing that you truly are just a volunteer for everything that's happening in your life. In relationships, whether it be with a family member, a sibling, which I guess is a family member, or a romantic relationship, you can be a victim the first time something happens to you. You can truly be a victim of something that someone does to you that you didn't see coming. I get that. But beyond that, if you stay in a relationship with that person, you have shifted from being a victim to a volunteer. And just know that you're there as a volunteer. You may be there volunteering to learn more lessons in this life. I think sometimes in relationships, we can stay in them, turn the focus around on ourselves, and learn how to love ourselves more and be unaffected by the things that other people do. And there's a lot of growth in that. But you are volunteering for it. Whatever happens from that point on, once that person has shown you who they are, is something that you're volunteering to be a part of. So just get out of the victim way of thinking and know that everything in your life that's happening, you are volunteering for. Number two, take some time to visualize, like truly, truly visualize the person that you want to be, or make a list of all the things that make you happy, that bring you joy, and just do more of those things. Eating clean makes me feel so happy. So I do more of that, and I try to eat as clean as I can, probably 90% of the time. There are times that other things that aren't clean make me happy, like maybe a piece of cheesecake or whatever. But I try to remind myself and always remember how, on the whole, I feel so much better when I'm eating clean. I like how my body looks better when I'm eating clean. So I can have bites of a few things here or there, but I always want to get back to that clean eating so that I'm going to stay at the weight that I want to be at and feel as good as I can feel in my body. If I complain about my weight, I complain about how I can't lose weight, I can't do this, I can't move, I don't go work out. If I complain about all that, I'm just being a victim and I'm not doing anything to change it. And so just do more of what makes you happy. If being skinny or feeling good or being at a certain weight makes you feel happy, eating certain foods make you feel happy, do that. But eating clean and healthy makes my brain feel happy. It helps me not be as depressed. And I just love doing that. So I'm going to do more of that. And that way, I know that what I'm volunteering for. I'm volunteering to put good things in my body, to feel good, to think good thoughts. Okay, so that's number three. Take control of your mind and just start to really be hyper aware and notice when you are ruminating or when you're thinking incessantly the negative things that you really don't want to think. And make the effort to shift all of those negative thoughts into positive ones. You can even write down some positive affirmations so that, like, when you start going down that path, you have these positive affirmations that you can pick up and read. Something such as, the universe always has my back. Because I believe that. I believe that the universe always does have our back. Everything is happening for us. And that's something else that I write down. Everything is happening for me, not to me, or everything is happening for my evolution. I know sometimes it doesn't feel that way in life, but it is. It's giving you opportunities to show up for yourself, to love yourself more. And so everything that is happening for your evolution. Another thing that you can write down is, I came into this physical body to experience joy. So I'm only going to think the thoughts that bring me joy. Don't give the negative thoughts any energy, and don't let them gain momentum. So, if you can, just begin to be aware and start to make these small little shifts in your life, because just a little bit each day makes such a huge difference. Then you can begin turning the momentum, moving in the direction of the things that you want to manifest, all the things that you want. Once you know what you don't want, it's really easy to put your energy on the things that you do want. Begin now already acting as if you have that thing, those things, the life you want, whatever it is. Just act as if. You can even make a vision board as well. And I do believe that vision boards work, not because you're just putting a bunch of random shit on a board and saying, hey, I want these things, and they're just going to show up in your life. But I think that when you're making a vision board, you are focusing on these things, and you're training your brain to solve for how you're going to get that life. You also have it there as a physical reminder every day when you see that vision board. Hey, I'm going to work towards this. I'm going to put the hours in to start my own business, or I'm going to do this because this is the life that I want. And it's a visual reminder that you see every single day. So I totally do believe in vision boards. Start doing all the things that light you up the most. And that's when you're really going to see the universe rising up to meet you. The universe is going to give you more of whatever you're focusing on. We've already established that. So just start doing the things that light you up the very, very most. Start taking steps in the direction that you want to go, and keep yourself focused on your new life, the one that you're manifesting, deliberately manifesting, and the one that is suffering free.